Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that like button, or that subscribe button, I should say, with the bell so you can get notifications for all of the videos that I'm sharing here on the channel. So today we're going to be diving into your February 2020. What does Scorpio have to expect in this month of February? How can you best navigate this month? And what messages do the angels have for you as you are stepping into February 2020. So we're going to dive in, and the first cards that we're going to start with is the overarching theme. Okay, so the overarching theme, well, first I really want to acknowledge, because I always say that anything that comes up during a reading is part of the reading, right? And as soon as I got started with giving this reading, I got really, I don't know, like it was harder for me to breathe, okay? It was harder for me to speak. And so I want to acknowledge that for you. You know, what is it that you need to say that you haven't said? Whether it's something that's for your own healing, whether it's for someone else's healing, what is it you've been holding back on? And of course, we always want to communicate with love, but what needs to be said here? What needs to be released here? Because it also feels like the holding in of breath, right? So what are you holding on to that we need to let go of? And I see that showing up further on in your spread as well. What do you need to let go of? Where are you holding your breath? Where are you keeping yourself stuck? So I want to acknowledge that so that you guys get that message, but also so that that clears up a little bit for me. Sometimes when I acknowledge it, it helps it to be released. So let's dive into your cards. I want to note first, as I'm looking at the whole spread, that one of the things that stands out to me is I feel like overall you guys are just waiting. You're waiting for the reward, whatever that reward is that you're looking for, whether it's happiness, whether it's peace, whether it's opportunities, whether it's money, whatever it is for you. I feel like there's a little bit of a frustration. Why hasn't it come? Why hasn't it come? And there is such a thing as divine timing, and we have to trust in that. And this is really saying, like, hang tight. Good things are coming your way. The things that you're trying to manifest, if they are for you, if they're in alignment with your best life path, they will come. And if not, then something better is coming your way. So we just need to let ourselves flow with it. We need to trust that. And this is really, this whole reading, so much of this reading is really about like continuing to just trust that it's coming. Okay, so hang in there with whatever it is that you're feeling frustrated with. So I want to start first with the overarching theme cards that I pulled for this month. And the first card that I pulled is the balance card. And I feel like this is actually acknowledging, sometimes this shows up for people when I'm feeling as though they need to put themselves back into balance. You know, you're out of balance. So oftentimes I will interpret that way. You need to do some things to get yourself back into balance. But I feel like in this case, this is really saying that you have taken some steps to get yourself into balance. And this is really suggesting that you're doing a good job with that and to continue to take steps in that direction. I do feel like this is kind of that message of keep going. Okay, keep going with this, continue on with this, because we don't want to allow ourselves to release these habits that you've been incorporating that are helping to bring in balance. So if you don't know what I'm talking about and you feel significantly out of balance, then this is your message to get yourself into balance, okay? But I do also want to point out that this card, the balance card, also says on it, wait for the perfect timing. Okay, so again, I feel like any issues of things that aren't showing up for you, any frustration that you're having about things not showing up for you, understand that you just simply need to wait for the right timing. In the right timing, amazing things are coming your way. So have some patience and allow yourself to take some deep breaths and have a little bit of faith, okay? Or have a lot of faith sometimes. Sometimes when we get really frustrated, we've been waiting and working really hard, it can be so frustrating. So have a lot of faith and trust that this is your message, that good things are coming your way. So the next card that we have here in the theme is the networker card, okay? So I do feel like for you that there are positive benefits to networking this month, and usually there are, right? But get out there, network, meet new people, connect with people. If you've been feeling compelled to reach out and connect with some people, this is your message to do that. The card itself says enhances unity through the sharing of information. Engenders social awareness and empathy. Okay, so can we also just feel a little bit more connected? Can we get out there and connect with each other? And this isn't just about opportunity. This is about us truly having connection. I feel like anytime that any human being is struggling, at the root of it, deep down, it's an issue of connection. Okay, so where do you need to connect more? Where do you need to open up more? Where do you need to put yourself out there more to allow for that connection to happen for yourself? And the other card that we have showing up here in the theme is the honoring your true feelings card, okay? So the honoring your true feelings card is exactly what it sounds like. Where are you lying to yourself? Where are you not honoring your true feelings? And I do feel like you guys have some clarity at this point as to what those feelings are. So how are you going to honor them? What steps are you going to take to listen to yourself, to listen to your soul, and to honor the feelings that you have? And what changes do you need to make to your life to honor that? Where do you need to let some things go? Where do you need to express yourself so that you can honor what it is that you're really wanting? And more importantly, because this is more important, what you're really needing. Okay, so the next card that we have here is in the challenges position. Okay, so this is not a terrible challenge, okay, but we have the 3 of fire and it says abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Have patience. Make long-term plans. And that is where the challenge is that you're on the right track. You're on the right path. Overall, you know, we all have things we need to tweak and work on, but overall, on the right track, on the right path, and you want to make long-term plans in the direction that you've been moving toward, especially those things that just feel really good, that feel really in alignment for your soul, but you have to have patience. So even if you don't see the concrete rewards of what you've been doing showing up for you, whether it's like work on yourself, whether it's work, you know, that you're creating, maybe you have a business that you are putting work into, maybe you're trying to build something, whatever it is, whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been putting your energy into, maybe it's a relationship, understand that the rewards will come. So continuing to work on that as long as that continues to feel like something you're passionate about, because we have fire cards here, right? And with fire cards, like if you're not passionate about something, then it's not worth your time and your energy. Okay, so we really want to be passionate about these things, but more importantly, I want you to get the message to be patient. In fact, that's probably the most important message of this entire reading. So the next card that we have here is the 4 of water, and the 4 of water reversed is you moving forward. And this is beautiful because this is you maybe in the past being too focused on the past. This can sometimes be too focused on relationships from the past, although it doesn't have to be, okay? In the image, and it's hard to see because of the reflection, we have this mermaid here, and she's looking at these cups that are back behind her, okay? And she is missing out on this beautiful cup that's way better than these crusty old cups in the past, okay? But she's missing out on it because she's so focused on what's back there. So for me, when this is showing up reversed for you guys, I feel like you have done some work toward letting go, and maybe you have just a little bit more work to go to really truly let something go. And it's a process, right? So we can take the actions of letting go of certain things out of our life, but sometimes it takes a while for us to heal. So allow yourself to heal. But I do feel you guys beginning to move forward. I do feel you guys progressing and beginning to recognize that other opportunities are coming your way, are going to come your way. And so don't be so focused on old stuff that you're missing out on an opportunity. This is also about manifestation, okay? So sometimes when we are trying to manifest something specific into our life, so often, and I do this too, we have a very specific way that we would like that to be delivered, okay? It's like, this is how I want it, and this is the only way that I'm going to recognize it in my life. And we do that consciously, unconsciously, whatever. But what's so funny about it is so many times we have things delivered into our life in a different way, but we actually have the manifestation of exactly what it is that we're looking for. But we're so focused on the way that we expected it to be or intended it to be that we don't recognize it. So that can be kind of crazy. We need to really allow ourselves to be open for things to manifest in whatever way they are meant to manifest into our lives. And I always say, you know, I like to include when I am writing, because I like to do writing for my manifestation, you know, I'll write write down what it is that I'm calling in from the universe. And then I include at the end, this or something better, because I like to give that wiggle room, right? Because I understand that when God manifests things into my life, that most of the time, well, all the time, but maybe sometimes I disagree, but all the time that God does it better. God knows the best way for the big picture. God knows the best way for what we need, sometimes not what we want. But so often I manifest something better. But don't be so focused on the way that it must be that you are preventing yourself from seeing the opportunities or the things that are manifesting into your life that God has delivered to you and you are missing out. So I feel like you guys are beginning to have an awareness of that, but I felt like that needed to be said. So the next card that we have here is in the lessons category, okay? Renewal. So the renewal is, essentially, this is about release. This is about release and renewal, right? This is about letting go. The card itself even says it's time to move in a new direction, okay? This is like, I always like to picture that this water is kind of washing away the past for them, and they're coming out renewed, rejuvenated. This is a rejuvenation for you, okay? But I feel like you've learned a lot, and I feel like you guys have had to let go of a lot, and you've been in this process of letting go, and this is really saying, let the rest of it go so that you can be renewed, so that you can step into your rebirth, and that's really, really beautiful. So can you let go? Can you consciously make efforts and on healing? Can you put energy into healing? Can you put energy into moving forward? Can you put energy into taking good care of yourself? Can you put energy into consciously, as best you can, trying to let go of the things that you know no longer serve you? The next card that we have here is in the advice section of the reading, okay? So we have the Five of Fire reverse. So this is, like whenever we have this five of fire energy, it's like you've got so much stuff coming your way. Everybody needs something from you, or you're incredibly busy at work, or you're incredibly busy with your work outside of work, or or life in general. You're so busy, and it's kind of that feeling of, oh my gosh, this person needs this from me, and this person needs this from me, and I'm depleted, I'm exhausted. And this is really saying, it's time to walk away from some of this stuff that is pulling your energy, that really isn't a priority to you, that isn't supposed to be a part of your life, isn't supposed to be a part of your day, your month, your year, whatever. It's time to let some stuff go. It's time to say no to some things. It's time to get clear with yourself about what your values are. How do you want to spend your time? Where do you want to put your energy? And if the things that you are doing right now aren't in alignment with that, how are you going to change that? Okay? This is about getting really clear about that, because otherwise, this is you when it's reversed like this is you not handling it. Sometimes when it's upright, you're overwhelmed, but you are handling it. This is you so overwhelmed to the point that it's impacting your health, it's impacting your mental well-being, your emotional well-being, it's impacting everything. And this is you've got to make some changes to allow yourself to be okay. And this is really about you honoring your true feelings, okay? Honoring your true feelings. What do you really want in life? And what do you really want to put your time and your energy into? And making your decisions from that place rather than from an emotional place, from a place of feeling guilty, feeling bad. And I realize this is easier said than done in some cases, but this is something absolutely to work on. So here we have, in the last category that we have here, the Four of Fire reverse. Okay, so again, this is all the things that you want to manifest are coming your way with some patience. Okay, so when this card turns around for you, when this energy moves forward, it will be contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. The Four of Fire card makes me really happy when it shows up for me, because it really is saying there's balance in your life. You feel happy at work, you feel happy at home, you feel like you're manifesting cool stuff, you've got things arriving into your experience that that spark joy in you. You are spending time and energy on things that make you happy and peaceful, and you're just feeling good overall. And I think that you are moving in this direction, but you have to continue to let go. You have to continue to work on finding balance, okay? And you have to work on prioritizing your time and your energy. So when you can do that, I feel like this is kind of like a key that unlocks the energy, and suddenly all this cool stuff is coming your way, okay? So the other cards that we have here is the Don Juan card reversed, okay? So this could be your energy. This could be representative of someone else in your life. So the reverse card says, using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas, okay? So where is there a Don Juan in your life, or where are you being a Don Juan, you know? And this can apply to females too. It doesn't have to just be male energy. So where are you maybe using your attractiveness in a way that is not in alignment with your ethics and morals? And where are you maybe taking advantage of that, or using charm to get somebody to do something that you want them to do, but at the end of the day, like deep down, you know it's kind of not right? Or do you have somebody in your life that seems really charming, that seems really amazing, but every time when you really take a step back and look at it, you recognize that they are using you, or that they aren't treating you the way that you deserve to be treated, or that they don't truly honor you in the way that you want to be honored? So really think about that, where that Don Juan energy is in your life. And that would be, if that's somebody outside of you, absolutely that's something to let go of. That is something to release, because you are working on clearing those things out to allow for that renewal energy. And then we have the Follow Your Dreams card, okay? So this is the last card, Follow Your Dreams. Pretty self-explanatory. What dreams do you have for yourself? What dreams are you not honoring? And what dreams have been popping up for you a lot lately? They don't pop up for no reason. There's a reason for that. There's a purpose for that. So how are you going to begin to create some kind of a structure, to take some action in the direction of your dreams? The time is now. This is a great time to do that. And by the way, we should always have dreams. So even if you have accomplished a ton, achieved a lot, then you always have new dreams, because that's how people are built, okay? And we always want to be growing, changing, building, all of it. And so continue to follow your dreams and to take inspired action in that direction. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you want to learn more about me or about clarity, you can check me out at discoveryourawakening.com. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button. I would love to hear from you in comments below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button right below this video. I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care.